Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Goodfellas Presents. Because there's a bit of an error there, but it's okay.
Yeah,
Goodfellas Presents
you
about Game Week 30
you take out. You don't start a
dilemma.
presentation. You don't start a podcast by pointing out mistakes. What?
Hey, who said it's a mistake? It was a good fall.
You said it, Aaron.
Yeah, exactly.
I think what Fonzie meant to say is that it's a fall, meaning a drop, meaning we have just dropped our latest caps right now.
Oh,
So
mug, mug, mug,
it's
mug, mug.
FPL Goodfellas. Please, everyone, check it out. Yeah, there we go. All right, we've got our own mug right now. He's just dropped. So yeah, nice one on this, Fonzie. Nice one.
Okay, going back to where we started. Okay, so we did manage to do one in this past quick turnover in game week 29, but yeah, the results really affected us quite a bit. We didn't expect people like Haaland to perform the way they did, which is why we have a lot to talk about today. So let's jump right into it because it's game week 30 and because the blank game weeks are up and coming. We have we are here to talk strategy. Okay, so let's jump right into it. The first thing we want to talk about is chip use. So let's go.
All
Man
right.
City, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, and Wolves are going to blank in game week 31. So what are we going to do?
Oh, was that a question? Okay, yeah. So cheap use. All right. So like basically we already know who is gonna blank in game week 31, right? So I mean plan ahead lah. That's the advice. So don't use any chip on game week 31. You already know Man City, Crystal Palace, Arsenal, Wolves are not playing at all. So most likely we have more players in Man City and Arsenal. So most of us have three players from each team. So there will be at least six players from your team that won't be playing. So it's time to if you're not going to use your wildcard chip, the advice is try to use your transfers to get these players off. Even though you are benching the rest, right? You only can bench about 4 or 5 players, but we still need 11 players to be in. So maneuver them around now. You got 2 more game weeks to maneuver them to get them ready for game week 31. Why we say this is so that you can use your wildcard chip in game week 32 to plan for bench boosting in game week 33. And some experts are saying that don't even do that. Keep your wildcard until game week 35 because there may be 1 or 2 future unknowns. So yeah, so we should be prepared for game week 31 because we know who is already be blanking. So that's the advice.
When you say future unknowns, you mean possible double game week?
Yeah, some experts out there claim that they may have one blank or one more double game week potentially. So that is the future unknowns.
Okay. Next up, we have bench boost.
So game week 33 is almost confirmed that it's going to be a double game week after the blank game week 31. So game week 33 will be a double game week, and so if your squad fill your squad with double game players, so you can use your wildcard in game week 32 to fill in all the double game week players if you want, or for those of you who have 5 free hits, right? You are only making 2 or 3 changes in game week 31. You can still continue to use your free hit to get your team ready in game week 32. If not, use your wildcard in game week 32 to get ready for game week 33. So when game week 33 comes with all the double gamers, you can click your bench boost. So make sure your bench is all ready for game week 33. So you need to have 15 playing players lah, in that sense, for game week 33. And then you can click onto your bench boost. Don't forget you cannot use 2 chips in the same game week. So this needs to be planned out.
You were awfully quiet today.
No, I'm just taking.
Pure is absorbing the information, absorbing.
Really
Yeah.
taking in
Okay.
this. Yeah.
Later on he will unleash.
Okay.
No,
Okay, in game week 34, you have teams playing in the semi-finals, FA Cup teams playing in the semi-finals, and use the free hit in game week 34 because there are some potential teams that won't play, you see, and we do not know what the teams are until they have already played the FA Cup quarterfinals. So very little reaction time. So this is the best time to play play
pray as well.
your free hit in 34.
Nice Freudian slip.
Yes.
Every time we exercise the chip or use the chip, we have to pray as well.
That's for sure. Especially my triple captainship, the previous one.
Ay.
Okay. Moving along, we have the summary of what has just been said. Okay, so basically for game week 31, you're encouraged to use your free transfers for the blank game week. So in other words, transfer your players out with plans. And then for game week 32, you use your wildcard chip to prepare for the double game weeks and the bench boosting in game week 33. Then game week 33, as mentioned, bench double boost. Bench boost.
Double boost.
Double boost.
Yes.
I like that,
Yeah.
man. Maybe next year's chip got double boost. I love that.
And then the free hit for the blank game week. And then for those of you who didn't use the wildcard in game week 32, you will use it in game week 35 to reset your team for the final few matches. And so basically at that point, we can kind of figure out who we want to use the triple captain on at the last, the closing matches of the season. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
So in game week 30, in this game week, so we have a interesting matchup. Man City going against West Ham, and as you mentioned earlier, as we were talking about it, it's a good fixture for Haaland, but at the same time, he hasn't been performing. So how? Yo.
My take on this is that I think Haaland would still feature. There's still a bit riding on it. One, mathematically, at least more than mathematically speaking, City still has a chance for the Premier League title. It's not all running away yet, not slipped away yet. We don't know what will happen to Arsenal, so I think Pep will just still play Haaland in this fixture. Plus, don't forget that he is also in the running for the Golden Boot award as well. So I don't think he's going to take it easy. He wants it again as well. So yeah, I think it would be a good idea to hold on to Haaland.
The only worry for me is that is the fact that firstly in the FA Cup run, right, the Marmoush and Foden combo was quite deadly, and like we mentioned in this slide, the Champions League seems to be the priority may have shifted to the Champions League priority since the gap to Arsenal is a bit further. I'm not saying he's given up on it, but you got your Haaland, right? Your elite striker, right? Do you want to keep, because this West Ham game comes in between two Champions League game against Real Madrid. So do you keep Haaland fresh by keeping him rested? That is the question. Is Man City good enough to beat West Ham without Haaland? Or risking him of injury. So these are the questions that are in my head at this point in time. After Real Madrid, firstly we have to see what happens, and then what's going to happen, and then it's a game against West Ham. And I mean, no disrespect to West Ham, they are a bit low in the league position. So is Marmoush and Foden good enough so that he can just remain on the bench, or worst case he comes on in the last 10 minutes? That's the worst, right? And he gets only 1 point. So that is a concern. And to add to all that, game week 31 is a blank. So there are many there are many players out there that since it's going to blank in game week 31, they are taking this opportunity to sell Haaland because he's already blanking in 31. But the question is this the right move to sell him now at 30 instead of taking him out at 31?
Hard to say, and I think that it frees up the budget for a lot of others if you are really interested, because I know some who decided to go all the way the other way We get rid of 114 mil for another 14 mil. Put in
Yeah.
Salah.
Yeah.
I think it's
That's
a
a
Salah.
common one. Yeah, you think it's a Salah move, but there's quite a bunch of people who believe that it's the not Salah move, the correct move, because the game that they're going to be playing against is a game against the battered and bruised Spurs.
Mm.
Mm. So
I mean, this is more delicious than previously thought. Tottenham fans, please look away. I just cannot fathom the fact that they might be going down. If they
In
had
the same
kept with
season that Arsenal is going to win.
yeah, it's like Everton and Liverpool that time. Everton was down there, and then Liverpool was almost winning the league. It almost. I mean, I feel for Tottenham and I feel for their fans. It's no joke. The fear there is real. The fear there is real. So it's no joke. That the anxiety is crazy. Somebody even asked, what is more important, winning the European League or staying in the Premier League? And the answer is clearly staying in the Premier League, because if you lose that game, okay lah, you may not just win the cup, but if you lose certain games, you're down into championship and you never hear the end of it. So, but currently Tottenham are in a bad place. They are leaking in goals. Hugo Tudor seems to be lost in his strategy. He's trying things out. I do not know who appointed him. I think we can have a whole segment on that one. And they have considered 14 goals in 5 games. So, yeah,
Is this including the Champions League?
yes,
Or
this includes the Champions. It includes the Champions League, because Hugo Tudor only has taken them for 4 games and lost all 4 and concede more than 1 goal per game.
Okay.
I think Crystal Palace 3, Fulham 2, Arsenal 4. So yeah, so there's they are just letting in goals left, right, and center. So Ekitike might be brilliant for this fixture. So there are many out there thinking of getting rid of Haaland and bringing in Ekitike.
Sounds like a good move.
that's just based on maths, but it's really hard to say. Oh, I cannot imagine them down in the championship.
Wow.
It'll be interesting. All the barbers have now nothing to bitch about already. All the
So this
Spurs fans, all barbers so far lah, from my experience.
barbers.
Why?
Barber,
barbers?
every time I cut hair, and the fellow is all talking about Spurs.
Football, yeah.
Yeah, Malay barber, yeah. The old timer lah, not the younger ones. The younger ones don't even watch football lah.
They do. They watch City.
Yes.
Speaking of which, heard rumors that City is going to come down to visit Singapore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wonder who's going to watch them. But
I know
think
one bro lah that might go.
there'll be other teams. There'll be other teams.
Yeah. Okay, so here we are staring at a whole bunch of results that were put in.
Yeah. You see, they're shipping in a lot of goals. Tudor comes in 1-4, 2-1, 1-3, and then 5-2.
Yeah, this is where you get your 14 goals against them. Yeah,
Correct.
these are all of them. Yeah, rubbish state. Okay, so if that's the case, okay, should we sell Haaland for Ekitike? So when you sit here, when you're chasing the mini league, tell us more.
I mean, it is a differential, right? I think everybody will have Haaland. So if you want to be different, maybe this is the move that you need to make. Last 9, 10 games, this might be the move. You got to do something different, right? So you might want to sell Haaland and put in Ekitike against a poor Tottenham side, and this might bring the reward that you want if you are convinced by that. I'm not convinced with Tottenham's 3-man defense, so Ekitike might just do more harm on them. Make him captain. So there is
triple
a
captain
difference.
him is another
Might
thing.
even do a triple captain. So this is an opportunity, right? I mean, if you're chasing your mini league, this might be a chance because Spurs are bad, really bad. So this can be your differential, especially when you look at the other games. I don't see any, bigger chance to use your triple captain in 36 to 38. So if you want to just throw caution to the wind, why not? This might be a good differential. And then, like I said, preparing for the blank in game week 31 because Haaland is not playing in 31. Might as well you sell him now, and then you can bring in Ekitike early. Last not least, but Liverpool just as bad. They just lost to Galatasaray 1-0. So
Clear today.
I mean, Turkey is not exactly the easy place to go to play matches. It was an inspired Osimhen, right, for Galatasaray, I think. Yeah.
Were
Having
the
said
players
that,
fasting? Were the players fasting when they played Liverpool?
don't know, no idea. I don't think Osimhen fasted. He was definitely fast on the pitch.
Okay.
Too fast to be fasting, yeah.
Yeah.
Too fast.
So this is a decision that you guys have to make, lah.
But you can decide to keep Haaland because what you said here is that West Ham is one of his favorite opponents because there's second highest total against a single club and has scored multiple goals in several matchups against West Ham, which includes a recent brace.
That's right.
Mm.
So while thinking of this, I brought out some data lah. I know we promised not to use data, but when things really you cannot decide. So will Haaland still blank? Now when I looked into the data, apparently West Ham is one of his favorite opponents with 11 goals, marking his second highest total against a single club. So he loves to play against West Ham. So he has scored multiple goals in several matchups, including a recent brace. That means 2 goals. So he has 7 appearances, 11 goals, and 1 assist against West Ham. All right. And on another note, many have already sold Haaland. So keeping Haaland might
Also
be
be
the
a differential.
differential as well.
Yeah.
So this is a dilemma that we have here. Hence the title of today's podcast.
I can't believe we're talking about Haaland being a differential because he's still at 60% ownership. Last I checked.
Yeah.
It's not really a
Well,
differential, but let's see how.
No. If you choose not to take him, it's a differential. If you choose to work against, the trend of people letting him go, then the people who don't have him are going to lose out, especially if he's going to score multiple goals against the club that he has recently scored many goals against.
Having said that, the last match against West Ham was at Etihad Stadium. West Ham was playing away at City, and he scored 2 goals.
Yeah, he scored a brace lah the last game.
And an assist against West Ham.
Yeah.
So he had 16 points.
So
Okay, so let's see whether you put your money where your mouth is. Okay. So now, will you captain me?
So Bruno has been Captain Marvel for the past 3 or 4 games, and this is another dilemma. This is another dilemma, right? So I've been gaining, not captaining Haaland and captaining my Bruno baby, and coming from an Everton fan, but he has been giving me returns. So just when I think that I want to shift my captainship to Haaland, right? And then I looked up Bruno's record. So Bruno's record, he has made roughly about 12 appearances and he has scored 7 goals, 3 assists against Villa. So he has a good record against Villa. And this 41 wins, 14 draws, and 6 losses versus Villa is Man United's record. So Man United has a good record against Aston Villa. And at Old Trafford, Man United has a 69% win rate against Aston Villa. And in May 2025, which was last year, Manchester defeated Aston Villa 2-0. So this is a good matchup and a potential clean sheet for Manchester United.
Clean sheet. I don't think that's going to happen.
I hesitate to say clean sheet.
Hey
Win maybe,
man,
but
come on.
clean sheet. Ayo.
I don't think it's going to happen. But
Okay,
let's see.
we shall see. So top transfers out this week. Okay, no surprises there except for Haaland. Okay.
Yeah, you see, people are taking him out, taking him out. So maybe leaving him in might be a good thing.
Mm.
I think Fauzan
Rogers
is one
also.
of them, right?
Yeah, took him out. But Rogers also because he's
Yeah,
been
I'm gonna,
giving
I'm
very
gonna,
very few points.
I'm gonna remove Rogers from my team.
Wilson's a surprise though, unless you're worried about the
Mm.
ankle injury lah.
He was injured, like he was injured.
Yeah,
Like,
ankle, right? Ankle. But right now it's still
yeah.
at 75%. We will wonder whether or not he's going to be rested for the next game. But he has been giving decent returns also. Okay, for top transfers in, our favorite man to talk about, Joao
Hey,
Pedro.
JP, man, JP. I know someone brought him in this week.
Uh, me again to replace Haaland. Yeah. So Senesi also doing well. Semenyo is a question mark because of the blank in the upcoming game week.
Yeah,
Bruno
yeah.
and Anderson has been giving quality decent returns
Yes.
in the past.
Edison,
They've
good,
been
good,
consistent.
good points because he scored,
Mm.
right? And plus he
Yeah.
has DEFCON points, so he's been doing well. He's playing a bit further forward.
What a goal. What a goal he scored. Solid.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we unveil the first team. Yo, this is you, right?
Yes.
I haven't made any transfers. I don't think I'm going to make any transfers. I'm down. I think I have about 3 free transfers already. I'm going to roll my transfer this week to make it 3 for next game week, for the blank game week, so I can just take out a few concerns I have, and I'm just going to hold out for the game week 32 wildcard chip, so that I can get rid of all my concerns here, like Keane, Mukile, and Raul. Raul, I'm concerned because Rodrigo Muniz is back, so he's now sharing minutes with Muniz. He's back from injury.
A good
Pio,
differential.
Pio, can I
Sorry?
just ask you? No Liverpool players at all. Against a horrible Tottenham team.
No, I don't think so. I just think that somehow something can happen because one, Wolves are pretty much 90%, 95% relegated. Second team is Burnley. But the third spot, there are 3 teams that are in there, including Tottenham. And I think Tottenham has too much quality to go down. So somehow they may come good.
But Igor Tudor don't know what he's doing, bro. Have you seen them play or not?
I have.
Wow.
The thing about Tottenham is that they are not struggling to score. They're just struggling to
defend.
Yeah, correct.
With a 3-man defense like that.
I think Tottenham needs to bring in Sean Dyche.
Oh yeah, the relegation expert, is it?
Yes.
Sean Dyche. I think it's about time to bring Sam Allardyce in as well.
Yes. I've
Bring in
seen
the
him
big guns.
growing beard and all that. I think lately. I'm
Cool,
not sure he saw that picture. No?
Yeah, I saw. Quite cool. Yeah, and so Petrovic will be the keeper.
Yeah, this is me.
Virgil.
So
Virgil,
that's I want to see what he can do lah. As in and Joao Pedro for Haaland basically. Actually, I can spare another transfer also to move other players out. But these two I haven't confirmed the transfers yet. But this is what I'm playing with. The Rogers is still there because not entirely sure who I want to replace him with yet. Yeah, defense wise, the most capable one that we can see would probably be Gabriel, but because of the blank game week, I hesitate to bring any of them in. So that's why Liverpool is in. Yeah.
So you might use your wild card in game week 32, I suppose, right?
Likely, yes.
Yeah.
So this is me, and this is the
so
agent.
this is me. I've got 5 free transfers, so I'm trying to hang on to my wild card all the way until 35. I definitely want to get rid of Rogers, because no point keeping him there. I'm thinking of bringing in Words. So I was almost clicking confirm to Words until I saw Liverpool lost, and then Words was taken out. So I'm still thinking about it, but Wirtz can't be worse than Rodgers lah. So most likely I'll bring in another Liverpool player because I really fancy them against Tottenham. I'm thinking of selling Haaland. I was thinking of selling Haaland to replace him with Ekitike, but after doing that stats search, right? I think it would be silly to sell Haaland now, when he has such a good stat against West Ham. So yeah, so most likely I'm just going to hang on to Haaland and bring in an extra Liverpool player, and removing Rodgers and bringing Wirtz in.
But you have uh 3 Arsenal players and 3 Man City players.
Yes, I'm
in
the one that
upcoming.
has 6 players for that Gameweek 31, but I have 5 free transfers, so I'm a bit chill at the moment.
Okay. No, but I'm not likely that you want to get rid of everybody because the following game week they are going to be back. So
Yeah, correct.
be interesting to see your next week's strategy.
That's right.
Okay, so now captaincy. Oh,
Yeah.
so
I
just
think
now
the
earlier,
top two, the top two will be Bruno because he has a good game against Villa,
Aston
and
Villa.
Haaland. Yeah, Haaland. Just wondering whether Haaland will play or not. That's the thing. So it's very hard for me to prize away the captain ban from Bruno and put it on Haaland. If it's on a normal game week where he's been playing week in, week out, I would be very happy to do so. But when there is a chance, maybe 30% chance that he doesn't start the game, I might just leave the captain's armband to Bruno, just to be safe lah. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I said, unless I'm chasing a mini league or anything like that. But I think my best bet would just to leave it to, because the worst thing is for Haaland not to start and then he comes in only for like 10 minutes and don't score.
Just now earlier, so we were talking about AKTK because of playing against Spurs, whether you want to consider triple captaining him.
And that last sneaky guy at the back there, Thiago. Those of you who still have him, he's playing against Wolves. So so that might be a sneaky punt for those of you who still have him.
Okay.
I don't know, man. What's stopping us from selling Thiago, man?
No, what's stopping you from?
What's stopping people from selling Thiago?
FA Cup, he just got 2 goals in the FA Cup.
Yeah, but I know, but
this guy, when he scores a brace, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm giving him 1 or 2 more games after that.
It's just like Wirtz and Gyökeres, in competitions other than EPL, they seem to be able to perform. And then after that, you go into EPL, then nothing.
Anyway, we just put this here because I think it's good to talk about this team that has suddenly of late started surging and started powering up. And it's good to see this team giving all the big guns a run for their money in terms of the way that they play and all that. Some heartbreaking losses at the end, but some really memorable wins. And I think it was during the double game week, right, that Wolves played, that Jose Sa produced the most number of points for those people who had taken a punt at him as a keeper. I think he returned 19 points across the 2 games in that double gamer. Solid play.
But this is from 32 to 38, right? Because they blanked 31, right?
Yeah, they blanked 31. So from 32 to 38 lah. So this run, this fixture run, wow. And I think if you ask me, there should be at least 2 more greens there. One is Tottenham, one is Leeds. As well. In terms of the way they play lah, because
Leeds not bad lah.
Okay, Leeds not bad. So 1 more green lah, Tottenham.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so maybe it's time to look at this team when we are wildcarding.
From 32, right? Yeah.
32 onwards. Yep.
Okay. I love their Gomez. All the Gomez are good, man. They have 3 or 4 Gomez in their team.
They've got a total of 5 in the team with the same surname.
5 Gomez. Yeah. So
because
when you see
latest transfer window, Angel Gomez, the ex-United player, came in as well.
If you see that you buy Gomez in your team, if you see the goal Gomez, you don't get too excited too quickly. Just might be the wrong Gomez. Or you see 3 Gomez, you think your player score a hat trick. Indian never score at all.
Okay.
But
Next.
how do you call for the ball?
First name lah. First name. All their first names are different. João, Rodrigo, Angel, all that lah.
Okay.
Okay, next.
You got next.
Right.
You got next.
No more.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
okay.
it.
No more.
Oh,
That's it.
half an hour. We're trying to do fast, and then it became
Oh,
half
We
an hour.
we already hit half an hour. Okay, so
Wow.
basically that's the end. That's the end of this episode. This particular week's tips. So we hope that you guys are going to do your best and give us your comments and let us know if there's anything else that you want to add on or that any advice that you have for us as well. We
Yeah.
appreciate.
Yep. Let us know whether you're gonna keep Haaland or you're gonna sell Haaland for IKTK.
Yeah.
Right. Write down in your comments. Maybe I'll type a question down there. See whether you guys can answer.
Okay, if that's it, then signing off. All the best for game week 30. See you. Take care.
Okay.